आज जैसे की करना?
आज मैं पालक पनीर बनानी है.
हाँ जी guys, so today we're going back to Bobby's Dabba.
So guys, if you remember, I made this a very long time ago. I think it was like
4 years ago, 5 या 4 साल.
2019, right?
हाँ जी.
Yeah. We lived in our old house. I was so young. Everything was so different. But today I just thought I would like re-update the recipe. I've changed like a couple of things over the years. I put my own twist on it. This was Mummy G's exact recipe. Now I've kind of got my own spin on it, guys. But it's pretty much the same. But we're just revamping it, re-exploring it because Bibi Ji is coming over today at our house, guys, and I wanted to make her some yummy palak paneer.
Yeah, you and I were worlds apart, but you took my heart and now we are one. We can build a family on our own, 'cause I feel at home.
Hey guys, so I'm just gonna say all of the ingredients in Punjabi and then Mani can just add in English what is done here. So we're gonna need thori tel, tomato, either thin fresh tomato or just a can. Then hari mircha, adrak, lasan, 2 pyaj, paneer, and 4 bag of palak. And for the spices, we're gonna be using this entire like everything in here. So we need jeera, loon, garam masala, kali mirch, lal mirch, amchur powder, and haldi. As always, guys, though, if you are interested in just cooking this and you just don't even want to hear me talk, the recipe is listed down below, so do go and check that out down below. Today you also need a grinder and a pressure cooker and a frying pan. So you're gonna need just like everything today. This is gonna grind up the spinach and make it nice and liquidy. Pressure cooker is gonna cook all the spinach, and you're gonna need a big fry pan to put it all in at the end. First step, guys, is just going to be getting the spinach ready. So all we're really gonna do here is just cut off these big ends, and we're gonna wash them in water because these are all nice and fresh spinach, so it is very dirty. So we just need to wash it off, get it nice and clean, and let it dry on the side.
Can you need me to do this?
No, it's okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
Once we've washed the palak, guys, Abbey is just gonna cut them into like smaller pieces. In her pressure cooker, she's put 1.5 cup of water.
Hanji.
ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ swimming ਕਰਵਾਉਣੀ ਹੈ ਪਾਲਕ ਨੂੰ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ swimming ਕਰਨੀ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ you know
knows more than you
sometimes there's actually like girls that are called Palak. It's a common name.
I didn't know that.
Do you know, baby, if you were Palak,
you'd be my paneer?
I'd be your paneer.
Oh, I had to come up with it because you couldn't think of it.
What do you mean?
Your brain was still working. You hadn't thought of it yet.
I thought of that, baby. Palak paneer, butter chicken, roti, dal, you know, like...
We're making vegetarian food today, okay? Thank you very much.
Achha ji.
So the only thing with palak is it's super annoying. Like, it takes up so much room.
Hanji.
So you have to kind of press it down to get the other one in there. And then when the pressure cooker is done and you open up the cooker, there's like this much of curry in the bottom. Like, all this palak turns into nothing. You'll see. Put on the pressure cooker lid and we're going to leave that for 3 whistles. Once the whistles have sounded, we'll take it off and then I will show you our next step. And we can remove the water like with a cup and keep it to the side in case we need extra water later. And while that's doing, we are going to make our tarka. So what is like the main ingredients of a tarka?
Tarka de vich adrak, lasan,
Hanji,
tomato,
hanji,
pyaj,
hanji,
loon.
Hanji. Well, let's not get into the spices, but just ingredients. There's one more that I think.
Is there one more? Methi, the bay leaves.
Yeah. Okay, there's a few more there in that regard. The Mani has just told us everything that we need for the tadka, guys. I am going to cut up the adrak and pyaj together. Then I'm going to do the lasan separately. And then I'm going to do the tomato and the chillis separately again. Because we're going to add those in separately. There was a lot of separately in that sentence.
How would you say one more in Punjabi?
Ek aur.
Kithe? Where?
Hala. तेरा मुक्का मारना.
मुक्का हाथ नाल हुंदा भैन जी, चिमटे नाल नहीं हुंदा. अच्छा.
Okay, so I've just put a little bit of oil in the bottom of the pan, and I'm just going to put in some jeera or cumin seeds. And as you can see, the pan is already nice and hot because I already had it warmed up from the pressure cooker. So I can pretty much just add in these right away.
They look like maggots, like trying to...
Don't say that.
You know,
don't say that.
like brown maggots, not white
Don't
maggots.
say that. Don't ruin cooking for me, okay? Hey. Wait, so I'm just gonna add in the garlic first, guys, and fry that for like not long, 30 seconds to a minute, just to give it that nice aroma. Like once you can start smelling the garlic.
I smell it. Aagi smell it minnu.
Acha.
Aagi.
Sachi.
What next step kiya?
We're gonna add in adrak te pyaj. You know you're really annoying. Do you know that?
If you guys have been following us for the past 4 to 5 years and seen our cooking videos, you guys would know that I always say 3 things, and that is it smells so good, it looks so good, and it tastes so good. So, minnu aa gaya. Lasan di smell aa gayi minnu.
I love the smell of frying onion. It smells so good.
Oh, so good. Looks so good. Te kha ke dekho, kha ke
Maine
dekho.
nahi pata.
Tastes so good.
So while that's cooking, guys, I'm just gonna grind up the tomato and the 2 chilies together, and then we're gonna add this in there very soon. So we're just gonna wait for the onions to get a little bit more brown before we add this in there. The longer you fry onions and the adrak and the lasan together, the more flavor that comes in the curry. So you wanna like leave that to just do its thing. For a while.
But don't leave it too long where the onions turn black.
No.
Minnu kendi. Na goriye.
We should have reels to that song.
Ni kudi minnu kendi, minnu jutti le sonia.
Isn't it corny?
Nee, sonia, lere jutti.
Then what we're gonna do is add a little bit of water to this to get every last bit of the tomato and chili, okay? Because that's the way that Mummy Ji does it, and she always gets angry if you waste any tiny amount of food.
And we don't waste any food in this house.
So we're gonna add in about 2 teaspoons of salt. I'm gonna add in like not a full 2 teaspoons because with spinach you can so easily over salt it. So I'm gonna put a little bit less in, and then at the end we can see and add more if we need to. I'm gonna add in 1 teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of garam masala, half a teaspoon of black pepper, like half to a full tablespoon of amchur powder, and about a 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder. Because I don't want it to be too spicy.
Tiga ji.
And the good thing about this is, like, if you try it and you think it's not good enough, you can just always add in more spices at the end and just let it simmer for like an extra 20-30 minutes on a really low heat. Let those flavors absorb and reassess it later. So I'm just gonna put that on a low heat, guys, and leave that to simmer for a little while, and then I'm just gonna turn the heat off. That's pretty much done, and then I will get the spinach up. But while that's kind of doing its thing, I'm just gonna cut up the paneer into small pieces.
ਸਾਡੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਹੈ ਠਾਵਲੀ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਐਰੇ ਗੈਰੇ ਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ
Why do I
ਪਰਵਾਹ
jump
ਬੱਲੀ
every single time even though I know?
ਇਹ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੁਣ ਇਹ ਪਾਣੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਨਿਕਾਲ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਨਾ, ਇਹ ਪਾਣੀ ਵਰਤੇ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਗੋਲ ਗੱਪਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. ਸੋ ਦਿਸ ਇਜ਼ ਦ ਸੇਮ water guys that they will have ਗੋਲ ਗੱਪੇ ਪਾਣੀ ਪੂਰੀ ਵਿੱਚ, ਹੈ ਨਾ ਜੀ? ਹਾਂਜੀ
Aja, taste some.
ਹਾਂ, ਪਤੀਨਾ ਪਾਓ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾ, ਥੋੜਾ ਮਿੰਟ ਪਾਓ, ਇਮਲੀ ਪਾਓ, ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਬਣੂਗਾ ਨਾ ਗੋਲ ਗੱਪੇ ਵਾਲਾ ਪਾਣੀ.
That would just taste horrible. No! Nay!
I got melted on my hands.
Udhar ja. Udhar ja.
कैमरामैन इधर फोकस करो, मर्डर होने वाला है.
Why do you say like that? What are you saying?
You know, like the Scottish TV show that we're watching, when he's like
David Tennant?
yes, and he says murder. Back up, guys, back up. Dab de.
Get our tarka back, guys. Is this mess everywhere killing you?
No, not really, because it'll be clean in like 5 minutes.
So we have a tarka here, guys. I just put a lid on it and turned it off just to let those flavors simmer in together. So now we are just going to add in all the palak. But remember, guys, which I actually forgot to do, so if it happens, you're gonna see it really quickly. It bubbles with palak. It always bubbles and it splatters up, and it's really hot and it actually really hurts. So be very careful when you're adding in the palak. I forget every single time to turn the heat down, then I pay for it every time. unless you keep stirring it, it comes up and goes blah.
My God,
Na goriye, na 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 goriye.
Oh, Abbey menu कहती menu जुत्ती ले दे सोनिया.
I put down the heat to be really, really low, guys, because honestly, I just want to simmer it for maybe like 15 to 20 minutes, guys. I'm just going to simmer that on a really, really low heat. Then after I finish it, like I'll simmer it for 15-20 minutes, and then after it's done, I honestly just let it sit there for about 30 minutes to do its thing, because the longer you leave it, the longer those flavors develop, and it's just like amazing.
What do you want now?
I was just getting nice shots of my husband helping me in the kitchen. Wow, why is there an ulterior motive to it? I was getting you in your happy zone, cleaning.
So the countertops are all nice and clean, guys. The dishes are all done as well, and even the sink is all wiped down. And currently we're just waiting for the palak paneer to just simmer and get all the nutrients together.
The spices together.
And it will take about like 10-15 minutes. And then we'll try it and we'll show you guys it. And once again, if you guys want to try this recipe, it's in the description below.
Do check it out. I will make sure it's there. And be sure to check the next vlog when Bibi Ji comes over, because she's also going to be trying the
That's
palak
going to be
paneer.
the best part. Hello, Ji. Hello, friends. Golgappe da pani pilo.
I don't actually think we'll need that. I think the consistency looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
But like, I always keep it here until the very, very, very end, like before I'm about to serve it. You never know. It could randomly just get too thick, and then I'm like, oh no.
Oh no.
Hi, Dabba.
Hi. Smells amazing.
Smells good?
Smells so good, man.
Looks good?
Looks good.
Let's see how it tastes. We've let it sit for maybe like 20-30 minutes, guys. It's just been sitting here soaking up everything.
Hello, friends. Palak kha lo, kyunki paneer hai nahi. Need more salt.
Need more salt? Sweet as.
But
that's
like
easy
the
to add.
consistency is very good.
Hanji.
Maybe a little bit of spices.
You reckon?
No, it's salt. It's missing
When
salt.
it's crazy, because when you just have like missing salt, the minute you put in the right amount of salt, all those spices and
fixes it.
flavors comes
Yeah.
through. But I have trauma when it comes to this dish, guys, because I think I was like, Hazel was a newborn and I had no brain, and I was cooking for Daddy Ji, Mommy Ji, everyone came over, and I made palak paneer, and I put in the salt twice, I think, and it tasted horrible, and I couldn't even save it. And bless, Dad ate the whole thing, and he was like, it's not too bad, Abby, it's okay, and it was so bad. So I have like trauma about salt now, I think. Half?
Yeah, that should be good, baby. Mix it up, because with salt it's so hard.
It is so hard. With spinach as well, like, and it just absorbs salt. So
I
you
think
can
that should be enough.
so easily over salt it.